Hello students, welcome to Patveka tutorials. Today we are going to start with the laws of motion, that's a chapter 1. This chapter is very important from your further studies point of view because you will be studying major concepts like acceleration, distance, displacement and the Newton's laws in this particular chapter. Okay, so let's see what is motion of an object. Motion of an object, the moment we are saying motion, how do we feel? Just look at the example, like the flight of bird, leaves flying through air. Can you see motion? They are in the movement. Okay, whereas stationary train is not moving, so train is not in motion. A stone lying on hill, since stone is not moving, so it's a stationary one. So these two, flight of the bird and leaves, are the example of motion, and these two, that is stationary train and a stone lying on hill, are not in motion. Okay, we see the motion of several objects every day, but sometimes we cannot see the motion of an object directly, like as in case of breeze, we can feel the breeze but we cannot see the motion of a breeze. Okay, now if you are traveling in a bus, okay, you are traveling in the bus and the person is sitting next to you in, okay, now the person is in motion, the person is in the bus is moving, but the person for me who is sitting next to me is not in motion. According to me, the person sitting next to me is not in motion, whereas the person who is outside the bus, sitting on the bus stop, okay, watching the bus, for that person who is sitting on the bus stop, the person is moving, the person is in motion. Why? Because even the bus is moving. Okay, hence we can say if the position of an object is changing with respect to its surrounding, then it is said to be motion. Okay, otherwise it is said to be at rest. Understood the meaning of motion? Now we will see the next topic, that is displacement and distance. The picture given in the textbook. Okay, Sheetal and Prashant's house is 1300 meter from the school. Okay, one day Sheetal went to Sangeeta's house, and then from Sangeeta's house both of them went to school. So Sheetal has travelled distance of 500 meter to Sangeeta's house, and then to school it is 1200 meters. So total distance covered by the Sheetal will be 1700 meter. Now Prashant went directly to the school. So how much distance Prashant has covered? 1300 meter. Okay. Now in this situation, in this example, there is a difference between the actual distance and the distance travelled. Like the actual distance between Sheetal and Prashant house and the school is 1300 meter, which is not going to change. But since today Sheetal has taken a different path through the Sangeeta's house. Okay, so in this situation the distance has changed, the distance has become 1700 meter. Now so I am saying now distance is the length of the actual path travelled by an object in motion while going from one point to another. Okay, Sheetal has taken 500 plus 1200, that is 700 meter path. Okay, so that's a distance. Whereas displacement is the minimum distance between the starting and the finishing point. So what is the minimum distance over here? Definitely 1300. It's not 1700. So 1300 is going to be my displacement. Okay, understood the difference between distance and displacement? So we are going to define distance is the length of the actual path travelled by an object in motion, whereas displacement is the minimum distance between the starting and finishing point. See over here there is one interesting point. Let's see, every morning Swarali walks around the edge of a circular field. Okay, suppose Swarali is moving in the circular field. The garden is circular. She started with the point A and ended at the point A. Okay. Now suppose the distance is 2 km, for example. Now in this situation, distance covered by Swarali will be 2 km, but the displacement is 0. Why? Because once again she has reached to the same point, and from starting point to ending point the distance is 0. Hence in this situation displacement will be 0. Okay. Why? Because the motion is in circular motion. The motion is called as circular motion in this situation. Okay. Now just see the example B. If a car starting from point P goes to point Q, starts from P and goes to point Q. Okay. If a car starting from point P goes to point Q and then returns to point P. Okay. From P to Q it travels 360 meters, and once again Q to P it is 360 meters. Fine. But now in this situation, since the car returned back to P, okay, so in this situation also the actual distance traversed, the actual distance is 360 plus 360, but the displacement is 0. So there can be the possibility, if the displacement of an object is 0, the actual distance travelled by it may not be 0. But there is a possibility, like in case of our previous example, the distance and displacement can be same. Okay. Has not taken Sangeeta's house path, and if she would have gone to through the same road, okay, that is the minimum distance. So in that situation, like in case of Prashant has travelled same 1300 meter distance. So in this situation distance and displacement is same. Okay, understood the difference between distance and displacement. Now the next topic as speed and velocity. Actually this topic is nothing but revision of our 8th standard, which we have already learned in 8th standard, that is speed and velocity. Okay, but now we will see along with distance and the displacement. But before that, let us understand what is vectors and scalars. Do you remember vectors and scalars? Okay, vectors are those quantity which will change according to direction. Okay, whereas scalars are those which will not depend upon the direction. Okay, which does not depend upon the direction. Those are called scalars, and vectors will change. See, now in these situations, which of quantities like distance, speed, velocity, time and displacement are scalar and vectors? In this situation, speed and the distance are scalar quantities because they do not understand the direction. Okay, it doesn't depend upon the direction. Whereas velocity and the displacement, which are going to vary according to the direction, hence they are vector quantities. Okay, now in case of speed, the formula which we have seen in the last year also, speed is equal to total distance travelled by time required. That's a formula for speed. Okay, and the formula for velocity is displacement by time. So speed is related to distance and velocity is related to displacement. The units of speed and velocity are the same. In SI unit, the unit is meter per second, while in CJ system it is centimeter per second. Speed is related to distance, while velocity is related to the displacement, as we have discussed. Okay, if the motion is along a straight line, the values of speed and velocity are the same, otherwise they can be different. Like in case of circle, we have seen it is going to be different. Okay, but if the motions are not in straight line, it is going to vary. Now our first example, we have seen in this example the straight line distance between the houses of Sheetal and Sangeeta is 500 meter, and that between Sangeeta's house and school is 1200 meter. Also the straight line distance between Sheetal's house and school is 1300 meter. Suppose Sheetal takes 5 minutes to reach Sangeeta's house. Okay, now we are just supposing that Sheetal has taken 5 minutes to reach this Sangeeta's house, okay, and then 24 minutes to reach school from there, okay. Now in this situation, Sheetal's speed along path A is equal to distance by time. That's my formula which we have seen just now. Now my distance is 500 meter to Sheetal house, the distance is 500 meter and the time is 5 minutes. So 500 by 5 is 100 minutes per meter, okay. Now Sheetal's speed along path B, that is from Sheetal's house to school, is distance by time. Once again the formula is distance by time. The distance is 1200 meter and the time is 24 minutes, okay. So 1200 by 24 is 50 minutes per meter, okay. This is division, fine. Now Sheetal's average speed is equal to total distance by total time. So total distance is 500 plus 1200 and total time is 5 plus 24, that is 29. So 1700 by 29 is 58.6. So in case of Sheetal's average speed is 58.6 minutes. But in case of velocity, Sheetal's velocity is equal to displacement by time. It's not distance by time. So displacement is 1300 meter and the time is 29 minutes. So it is going to be 44.83. Understood the difference between velocity and the speed? There will be a difference, okay. Now effect of speed and direction on velocity. Velocity will keep on changing. If I am going to change the speed while keeping the direction same, the velocity is going to change. Changing the direction while keeping the speed same, velocity will change. Changing the speed as well as direction, it is going to change. Like we have seen, if at all we are going on the bus or maybe on the bike and suppose we are going in the straight direction, so definitely the speed is same, but the direction is not same. That means we are going and coming, okay, like we have seen in case of our displacement example, okay. If the direction is different, the velocity is going to change. If the direction is changing while keeping the speed same, okay, speed is moving, velocity will change. Direction is changing, velocity will change. If speed as well as the directions are changing, then velocity is going to change, okay. That's it for this session. Thank you.